Happy Thursday morning, students. So at this point, you would have already completed your warm-up on thatquiz.org. Now we're going to do a quick review in your math notebook before you take the quick check number 3 in Schoology. So grab your math notebook. You can follow along with me, jot down anything that I jot down, and you can even use this on the quick check today. So the first question is about place value, and you can pause the video as needed to catch up. So place value, which we have a chart on the back of that foldable that you were given last week. We want to practice telling which digits are in which place value. So I'm just going to quickly kind of show you how to use this. The 1 is before the decimal point, so that would be the ones place. The second digit, which is after the decimal point, that would be the tenths place. I'm just going to write it on here diagonally. Then the 6, it's 2 digits after the decimal point. 1, 2, that would be the hundredths place. And then the 5, it's 3. 1, 2, 3, that would be the thousandths place. So make sure you know your place value names and you have access to your foldable to help you. The next problem we're going to go over is changing mixed numbers to improper fractions and vice versa. So I have 3 4/5. That is a mixed number. To change it to an improper fraction, I have 3 wholes. Each whole has 5 of them. So I'm going to times. That gives me 15. I don't write down 15. A lot of kids will write down 15 as the new numerator. No, you just keep that number in your head. You add the extras, the numerator, to that number. So 3 times 5 was 15. Now I add 4. That new number would be 19. That's my numerator. And then we just slide the denominator over. So this mixed number and that improper fraction are equivalent. Now we're going to go backwards. We're going to start with an improper fraction. I wrote down 44 tenths. And we're going to change that to a mixed number. So we have to see how many times 10 can go into 44. Or 44 divided by 10. Well, you should know that 10 times 4 is 40, so my whole number is a big 4. What is left over? If I'm at 40, how much more do I need to get to 44? That would be 4, and my denominator stays the same. And you can go backwards and quick check. Was 4 times 10, 40? Yep, plus 4, 44. Keep the denominator the same. Now, we're not done, though, because this needs to be simplified. So we're going to divide by a common factor, which in this case would be 2. They are both even. So my final answer would be 4 2/5. Alrighty, the next question we're going to do is number 3, decimal to fraction. So using your foldable, you find the where it says decimal to fraction. Write the number as a fraction with a denominator of 10, 100, or 1,000, then simplify. Well, how do I read that? It has 2 decimal places, so that would be the hundredths place, and I say it's 15 hundredths. Now I have to simplify. Think of those divisibility rules. What could I divide by? If one ends in 5 and one ends in 0. We're going to divide by 5. And that would be 3 20ths. So this fraction and that decimal are equivalent. Notice I don't have a 3 or a 2 or in my decimal, but that's okay. They are equivalent. Alrighty, next one. Fraction to decimal. My foldable says 2. Divide the numerator by the denominator. Okay, that would be with a calculator. You could use that, but for this case, we're going to find a denominator of 10, 100, or 1,000. So can 25 go into 10, 100, or 1,000? It can go into 100. And remember, think of money, money, money. 25 is the same as a quarter. Well, how many quarters make $1? Which would be 100 pennies. That would be 4. And whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. Or the denominator, you do to the numerator. And that would be 8. Now, as a decimal, the hundredths place is 2 places. So I'm going to do this. Boom, boom. And then my numerator is going to go all the way to the right. Now what goes here? A 0. So 2 25ths is equivalent to 8 hundredths. 2 more problems to go over. Okay, number 5, percent to fraction. Find my foldable where it says percent to fraction. It says put the number over 100 because a percent's always out of 100. Drop the percent sign, simplify. Okay, that would be 35 over 100. I didn't rewrite the percent sign. Now I simplify. Whenever you hear the word simplify, that means we're going to divide. Again, what number could we divide by? One ends in 5, one ends in 0. 5. 5 times what number is 35? 7. 5 times what is 100? 20. So 7 20ths is equivalent to 35%. And the last one, fraction to percent. Find that on your foldable. Find an equivalent fraction with 100 as the denominator. Add the percent sign to the new numerator. Well, my denominator is 50, so I can't just say, oh, it's 12%. I have to times it by something to get a denominator of 100. And you should know how many times 50 goes into 100. Twice. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. And then 12 times 2 should be 24. And so the percent is 24%. Okay, guys, so those are some review questions for your quick check today in Schoology. You will find it titled Quick Check number 3. Please complete that. Use these notes to help you. Show your work in your math notebook. You can use this foldable to help you in the place value chart. Hopefully you do well the first time, but if you do need to retake it, I suggest you re-watch this video or look at these notes again before you retake the quick check. And then if you finish early, you can work on Buzz Math lessons or Alex in Connect Ed. Good luck.